It's dead! This is my review of Terror Firmer. As a horror movie fan, I am very familiar with Troma Entertainment and their antics. Terror Firmer takes the cake, though. It takes the cake, fills it with shit, piss, blood, and pickle juice, and force feeds it to you. Troma Entertainment is all about overkill, and this is complete overkill. It's weird. I like weird. I applaud weird. However, I couldn't get into this one. The movie does have its moments. Here's one. The blind director pisses all over a couple having sex in the bathroom. The beauty of this scene, if you can call it beauty, they don't stop having sex while Larry is accidentally peeing all over them. They just keep going, and the lady is moaning out of pleasure, but she's grossed out at the same time. What an epic sequence! However, I still can't get over all the shit barf and weird dick scenes. That stuff is too over the top for me. It ruins any chances of me considering adding Terror Firmer to my top horror movie list. I've always been on the fence with Troma Entertainment. They do it on purpose, and that's the beauty of it, so you can't really get too mad about it. Apologies, I'm gonna have to leave Troma in the dust with this one. It just doesn't make the cut. I will give this 1.5 out of 5 stars. Toilet Mummy. Hey, it's dead! This is my review of Psycho. Released in 1960. Norman Bates has come a long way from being the first noteworthy psychopathic serial killer on the big screen. His character has spawned numerous sequels, a reboot, and even a noteworthy television series. The Bates Motel, with its Victorian-style house looming in the distance, makes for an excellent and creepy setting. And of course, there's a murky swamp nearby to dump dead bodies. The beauty of Psycho is that Norman Bates is unaware of his bipolar problem. He makes rookie mistakes to cover his tracks. You can tell he's nervous when anyone pries into his business. Norman's character traits are fine-tuned and believable. It almost makes you feel for him. It also almost makes us want him to get away with those heinous actions. Psycho is a pioneer in the horror genre, thanks to Alfred Hitchcock's legendary imagination. I will give Psycho 4 out of 5 stars. A European birdhouse. It's dead! This is my review of Life. That vulnerable feeling of being in space. You have limited resources and there's no escape. Life pushes this feeling throughout and does it well. An A-list of actors always helps the situation. I've always been a fan of Hiroyuki Sanada. That alone brings extra entertainment for me. Life has a life of its own. All the whiny comparisons to Alien are unwarranted and lazy. Not every movie that has an isolated space station or spaceship is an Alien ripoff. This is a setting, not a plot. That is like saying Predator is a ripoff of Rambo 2, just because it takes place in a jungle. No! If you want to know what a true Alien ripoff is, just watch Galaxy of Terror. That will satisfy your quick-to-judge complainy pants fancy. After watching this movie with an open mind, as all movies should be watched, Life stands alone with its idea, but lacks in monster design. I will give this 3.5 out of 5 stars. Frankenstein shoes. It's dead! This is my review of Saw, the final chapter, aka Saw 3D. They had to make this title cool. Surprise! There are more pieces to the Saw puzzle. These pieces relate all the way back to the original Saw victims. I enjoyed the tie-in. I was happy the series somewhat came full circle. But that's it. I'm not happy about the irrelevant, unfulfilling Jigsaw victim imposter story. All this nonsense took over what really mattered. If you take out all the stupid fluff, the not-so final chapter would be 30 minutes long and more satisfying. I wasted my time on a Saw 4 clone with pointless characters, and even shittier acting. This is by far the worst Saw movie made. This wasn't the final chapter. They decided that this movie was trash, so they had to continue the Saw saga. I will give this one 2 out of 5 stars. Crocodile piss. It's dead! This is my review of Bad Taste. Back during the VHS days, whenever I raided the local video rental store's horror section, I always remembered seeing a copy of Bad Taste, but never had the itch to rent it. I wish I did, so I could have saved myself from watching this as an adult. Bad Taste is extremely annoying, but for all the wrong reasons. I couldn't stand the exaggerated sound effects and facial close-ups. If it wasn't for that nonsense, I probably would have enjoyed it. However, it almost won me over when the big guy fell over the balcony. I actually paused the movie to think about my overall thoughts about it after that scene. But I still decided a bunch of aliens slurping up their own barf is not for me. Guys falling off balconies is for me, though, so you could see the predicament I was in. Peter Jackson came a long way before Lord of the Rings. I'm just happy he didn't stick to making sequels to this instead of that. Maybe now he should make a Lord of the Rings Bad Taste crossover movie, where the aliens eat hobbits for second breakfast. Overall, I'm sorry to say, Bad Taste gets 1.5 out of 5 stars. Toilet Mummy.